Hi folks, so this week's question with Matty Cash and Eze have been on the radar for us for a little while now. With limited funds, who do I think we need more? Thing is, it's now come out that Matty Cash is no longer a target for us. David Moyes has ruled that out. I think he's ruled it out because of funds that are available, and Matty Cash is going to cost quite a bit of money. Now, we definitely need fullbacks. 100% we need fullbacks. But Johnson is a very good right back. He's been a very good left back for us when we've put him there as well. So I'd like to see Johnson as our first choice. We've got still got Fredericks. Doesn't matter what anybody says. Yes, you know what? He can work. When he plays, he allows that ball to go in the box far more than what he should do. But I think that's something that you can work on as a player. With him though, you've got pace. He can track back. Last season just gone, and that when a ball's gone over the top or someone's through on goal, when Fredericks has been playing, I've always had that little bit of faith that he will get back in time. He's done it so many times, and he can tackle. So for me, I think right back's covered. Is it easy or Eze? I say Eze. For me, I would like to see us sign him. 100%. He's got pace. He's a bit like... He looks like he's got a bit of power in him as well. You know, a little bit Antonio-esque. But has a bit more of a nous with what to do with the ball when he's running with it. Because let's face it, Antonio can run. And he does well on instinct. You know, but once he has to think about something, he starts... You know, I think he tackles himself sometimes with the ball. So, out of the two, Eze, definitely. Matty Cash is a good fullback, but I want us to play Johnson there, and I think it's quite fitting, really. At the end of the day, we're the Academy of Football. We've got someone who's coming through our academy, playing. You know, that's my opinion on that bit anyway. I do think we need a... Like I said, left back is a priority for us. I'd like to see Masuaku gone. You know, some people rate him, me, not so much. Can't defend. He can run with the ball and he's skillful with it. You know, that's something you cannot take away from the geezer. But it's like running 40, 50 yards with the ball up the pitch when you can't do anything with that ball once it's there. Pointless. Cresswell, I do like Cresswell. I know he's been out for him since his last injury. You know, he hasn't been the same player really. But with Cresswell, I'm confident when he's in that final third, a decent ball will be put in the box. So yeah, I do think we need somebody to sort of push Cresswell, you know, for that place, get the best back out of him. And for me, that's now Robinson's been ruled out. I'd like to see us go for Rico Emery. Manning's a bit too far up the pitch, and like I can't remember who said it. I saw it on Twitter. Someone put about like Manning was a bit like a Masuaku, that they didn't know whether he's a left back or a left winger. So yeah, for that reason, Emery and Eze are my two primary targets for the summer. I'd like to see us get another striker in, but with the funds and with how the board are playing things, it's never going to happen, is it? So yeah, Eze for me. Like to know what everyone else's thoughts are. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll retweet this once it's out. Feel free to drop a comment. Tell us whether you agree with us, whether you don't. It's all about opinions at the end of the day, people. And we're a community. We are West Ham. Come on, you Irons.
Hi, everybody. It's Wally here. I'm here to help you out with the question, the Hammers poll question, whether we go for Matty Cash or Eze from QPR. And they're both two very promising young players out of the championship, probably the cream of the crop of the teams that haven't been promoted. Cash was converted to right back this past year and was player of the year for his team. And Nottingham Forest, and Eze is a offensive attacking midfielder, and he mostly plays on the left side. He was player of the year also for QPR. So these are two great young players. Important thing being young, so I think they're worth going for a shot for. But which one to go after? Well, I'm hearing that Nottingham Forest want, say, 15 million for cash, which is Sheffield has offered up to 10 million, which was rejected. Eze, they're talking about 20 million. So honestly, to get either of these players, we're going to need to sell some people. I think any money we have should go for a left back currently. So if we're going to sign one of these two, then we're going to have to sell somebody, honestly. And in the position of Cash, who's a right back, a very fine right back, I'm sure. But you know what? I think we're actually doing okay at right back. We've got Fredericks and Johnson to fill in. So honestly, the only way we would be able to spend for Matty Cash would be to sell one of the right backs, and that would be like Ryan Fredericks. And as you know, if you watch the American Hammers, I'm like Ryan Fredericks' biggest fan. However, I'm realistic enough to know that we're not going to get anywhere close to 10 million for him. So, especially since he came on a free. So I don't think we would go for Matty Cash, and I wouldn't go for it either. Eze, on the other hand, I think the players we could sell, our prime players to sell, is probably Anderson or Lanzini, barring Rice. I think we're going to keep Rice for another year. So Eze would be perfect in their position, replacing his attacking midfielder, mostly plays on the left side. 14 goals last season, 8 assists. He's also strong at set pieces, so he'd be handy to replace like a Snodgrass player. So I think he's the one to go for, honestly. And you know what? We have the perfect, even though we have a lack of scouts, I think, have a perfect secret scout. He's been playing next to Jordan Hugel most of the season. So I think Hugel can give us the goods on Eze and tell us how good he is a player. And I would personally go for him. And it makes me think that maybe Moyes is a genius having this, secret scout in position to scout him out. In fact, maybe it's even Sullivan who's the genius.
Right, Cash or Eze? I'll be honest with you, I've never seen either play. I've watched a few clips on Twitter and online. And, for me, I've said this before to a few people, and I don't mind getting them. They're probably very good players, to be fair, in their own right. But there's something about being linked with just championship players. One or two is fine, but not when you link to about 4 or 5. Because as the old saying goes, you buy championship players, or you get a team of championship players, you end up in the championship. That's your level. So I'm not over the moon by being linked with them, but the financial situation the club's in, whether it should be in it or not, dictates that that's what Moyes has to do. He has to be linked with those players. But having said that, I don't think we should buy either of them. I think we should use the money to go out and get Messi. This is the perfect time now to go and get him. He wants to leave Barcelona. He fancies a crack at the league. London Stadium's a fantastic stadium to come and play at. Nou Camp, what's all that about? So I think we need to put all our efforts into getting him. Now, on a serious note, I think that my personal choice would be probably Eze, to be honest with you. Matty Cash seems like a good player in his own right. I think he's apparently can play a number of different positions on the wing. He's converted midfielder from a defender, but can play just as well still a fullback. But again, I don't really see them play, so it's not. I'm quite uneducated where these two are concerned. But 20 million for Eze compared to 10 million for Matty Cash, perhaps that means something. Perhaps that means he's more valuable in that way. And perhaps we do need someone to be a creative midfielder, because if Fornals gets injured, Lanzini still hasn't stepped it up since his injury, and we probably need someone to, who can offer something in that area, and possibly Eze is the one to do that. So if I had to choose out of the two, it would be Eze for me. But it's by no means, a landslide, and who knows, might even get both. So come on your minds.
For West Ham fans everywhere, this is the ultimate football app for you. Never miss a thing with the latest West Ham news, gossip and social stories as they break. Download the free COY Irons app now from the App Store and Google Play.